All right, so working back into this piece. I started this painting about a year ago at a workshop I gave, and I never quite brought it to a place of resolve. Winter is now here in New England, and I've been adding snow to things and playing around with complementary color relationships and different color relationships, and so we're going to add snow to this. I began by doing a thin glaze of Gamblin's Neo Miguel mixed with Michael Harding's Dioxazine Purple and some mud that you can see over by my hand here. And that's a mixture of phthalo green, transparent red oxide, and lamp black. So now I'm using some radiant colors from Gamblin, and I'm going to try to see what value, what hue, how much chroma I need in the snow. I'm starting off with a mixture of radiant turquoise, and I touched a little bit of yellow ochre into it to sort of knock it down. Now again, I'm going to paint this into a wet glaze of paint. So I've already has the purple is already laid in, it's already wet, so now I'm painting into that with these radiant colors, and I'm sort of feeling my way around trying to get the right value and the right hue that I'm looking for. The radiant turquoise was just jumping off too much initially, so I mixed some of the purple, which is already present in the painting, to sort of knock that down a little bit. So we're adjusting that, and I've used a little bit of yellow ochre as well to just knock the chroma down just a little bit. Now I'm not working from a specific reference, but if you look to the left, you can see a little bit of a snow melting picture behind my palette. And so I've been working with this theme for a little bit. Because I'm not trying to replicate a specific scenario here, what's more important to me is the composition of the snow, right? We want to use this in a way that's going to lead the viewer's eye in a way that we find reflects the overall meaning of the piece, right? So I'm setting it up to send the viewer into the light. Sort of makes sense. This isn't Poltergeist, right? It's not Carol Ann, Stay Away from the Light. We're going to draw our viewer into the light even more. There's almost two pathways in the bottom portion of the composition, and because they're on a slight angle, I think that that's helping keep the viewer in the painting. It sort of acts as a sort of a stop, and because we read paintings left to right, like how we do books, and we don't want the viewer to just enter a painting and then leave quickly and move on to the next painting. So we want to keep them in our painting for a little while, at least, and diagonals are a great way to do that. Also, because I'm working into a wet paint, right? I initially have a dioxazine purple out here with some medium. Also, I have the mud, which is behind that a little bit too, which is phthalo green, yellow shade, transparent red oxide, lamp black, and maybe some ultramarine blue in this case. Because I'm working into those colors, I don't have to continually adjust the color that I'm painting into it. What I mean by that is I'm not painting, even though I'm painting one color, it's not appearing flat, right? Because it's going to mix onto the panel into this wet paint. So it's going to, that helps it from sticking out too much, right? We want a certain amount of cohesion in our works, and having colors all sort of relate to each other is one way I go about that. So utilizing colors that are already present in the painting, adding new colors, but mixing that other color in there. It's also a trait that's sort of not defines, I guess maybe defines tonalism, but from a physical place, not a metaphoric place, right? So we can talk about tonalism on another thing. But yeah, so that's about it for today. Clean your brush and